4 badges down. We're halfway there. Ambushed by rival, please don't fight me. Long time no see. Oh? While I visited the hot springs, you got the Lava Ridge Gym badge. You must have collected good Pokémon. No, I believe you raised some. I guess it'd be okay for you to have this. And so we get the Go Goggles. With those Go Goggles, you'll have no trouble getting through the desert near Route 111. But wow, Roam, challenging gyms? You're trying hard because you don't want to lose to me, I bet. I think I should challenge your dad in Petalburg Gym. See you again. Thank God. That would have been a really, really bad time for a rival ambush. Oh, man. Yeah, that gym was kinda rough. Ay. But we made it. So with that, time for a refreshing pause. Back in a moment. Alright, so time to continue onward. Wait. I actually get to keep the white herb that Sly took from Flannery's Torkoal? I didn't think trainer battles worked that way. I'm at least fairly sure they don't in later generations. Wow. Can you actually lose items that way? If the opponent happens to have those moves? That's odd. Alright, so let's see here. Definitely need to have you along for the ride. You seem like a good bet. And you. Okay. So, let's be on our way. Odd little souvenir of the 4th gym there. So, we get another nugget. And we may as well check out Fiery Path. There's a strength boulder there we can move now. Once you use strength once in a room, you can push boulders as much as you want. Leaving the room will get rid of the effect, however. Leaving the room will also reset where the boulders were. So it's basically just a puzzle of figuring out where you need to move things to get past. Like here, you don't want to push it all the way over. And we get a TM for Toxic. We've seen how useful that can be. Unfortunately, it is one of those moves that basically, if a Pokémon can learn any TM, it can usually learn Toxic. It means there's a nice variety of things that can use it, but I honestly kind of wish it was a bit more limited in what could learn it. Especially if it was like more solidly on poison types, give them a bit more of an edge, you know? But so it goes. And we get a Firestone. This is another evolutionary stone. A few uses of it: it'll evolve Vulpix into Ninetales, Growlithe to Arcanine, Eevee to Flareon, things like that. I forget exactly, but I kind of want to say it's the least used of the evolutionary stones, except, well, that actually isn't, probably. Some of the newer ones probably are less used. I want to say, for example, the Dawnstone can only work on 2 different Pokémon. I'm not entirely sure. I tend to forget some of the newer breeds that are stone evolutions. Alright. Use the north exit because there is a dirt ramp up here that we can use the Mach Bike to get through. You can't use the Acro Bike for these. Those ramps right there. So we've got a black belt, may as well deal with this. Other than him, though, pretty much all that's up here really is a few areas that you can set up a secret base if you want. That's about it. Yeah, Bite's not gonna do much. I think we're just gonna swap out. Throw the earth! Yeah, those who haven't watched my friend Shag's Pokemon Green Bad Translation LP, oh man, that is pretty hilarious. And that tends to be my pretty much favorite thing from it, was that Seismic Toss was translated as throw the earth. Especially seeing it in all caps, that just made it all the better. So anyway, time to check out the desert route. So, the thing about the desert, it is constantly under sandstorm conditions. Basically, anything that isn't rock, ground, or steel type will take constant damage every turn from the sandstorm. It becomes a bit of a trade-off, though, with all the Sandshrew on this route. I could have technically brought, Ceres out here, but while she would have resisted the sandstorm, she would have been quad weak to dig, and all the Sandshrew here, yeah, it gets irritating. Cadet Blue is at least immune to dig, being a flying type. The other troubling thing is Sandshrew has Sand Veil as an ability, meaning that in sandstorm conditions it has higher evasion. So that's a bit of a thing. Alright, also, the thicker sand spots, you are constantly at risk of Pokémon battles in those. Though there are 3 Pokémon I'm going to be after on this route. Also a few trainers and some items to find here. Really, the desert isn't a required location, you don't technically have to go here. But there are some neat things to get here. So much sandstorm. Yeah, some routes just have weather effects that are constantly in effect like this. Normally, when a weather effect is used in battle, it'll only last a few turns. Sandstorm is also a bit odd as far as weather effects go, because it's the only one that doesn't affect the Pokémon cast form. It does not have a Sandstorm form, which kind of always struck me as a bit strange. It has forms for all the other major weather types. And yes, we just saw the wonderfully amazing move that is Rapid Spin. Not even gonna get into that argument again. No point. That definitely just turned into a we'll have to agree to disagree thing. Oh, let's go ahead and take care of you first. I'm torn between wanting to go ahead and take out the trainers on the route and wanting to look for the wild Pokémon I'm after. But I guess the sooner we get rid of the opposing trainers, the sooner we can just concentrate on that. Unfortunately, this is a route with another fairly rare one. And it's one that in Ruby and Sapphire wasn't as rare. In Ruby and Sapphire it had a 20% encounter rate. In Emerald, 6. I may want to give Maverick a nice fizzy drink after this battle. Yeah, we saw Sandshrew use Slash there. It may not look too impressive, but the thing about it is it does have a higher than average critical hit ratio, which can make it a bit frightening sometimes. So yeah, while we're going here, may as well just talk about other games I've been playing. Lately, I've been getting really into Epic Mickey 2. It's a game I've wanted to try for a while, and I'm actually having a good bit of fun with it. I've also been playing Battle Block Theater. Quirky little semi-puzzle game kind of thing. I've been having fun with it. Where is the soda pop? There it is. Delicious. Alright. Forgot to actually check if Sly had anything. No, he does not. Okay. And we have Stardust. Stardust is just a sellable item. There should be a tower made of sand around here somewhere, but for some reason it can be seen sometimes and sometimes not. That's why I call it the Mirage Tower. And right now it seems to not be there. Unfortunate, because I actually do kinda need to access it. I'm not really sure what controls it either. Wrong gender. And I'm not after Sandshrew. Sorry, already trained you. Indeed, yes, as the Fossil Maniac told us previously, there are fossils here to be found. Unfortunately, they're in the Mirage Tower. I forgot that sometimes it was not present. Sigh. Anything to drag the battle out. Oh. Yeah, Sandshrew honestly can be rather aggravating in that. Unfortunately, the main always hits move that I have right now is Shockwave, so it won't do anything to him. Or her, as the case may be, and in this case is. Meryl. Let's let Kinopio have a snack. So much Sandstorm. Deep hurting. Deep hurting. Well, at least the Sandstorm should finish her off. Who's that Pokémon? It's Reno!